win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's got it again. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a chance. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. On a little time, lets it go. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this 1st down. I have a play, but sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Got a man, it's Moore. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll leave it with him. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Change now on second and long. Trying play action. He's got an open man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Working that wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Leaves it with the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Aller. With the catch, it's Singleton. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. At the 45 on his way. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Manning. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Penn State.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wideout level noise. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Rides to back and leaves it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And the Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. Throws to the tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
The kick is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. The give to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Using the quick game. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Aller. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Singleton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing. And how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Cover's team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He might want another play. Sends it back in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line getting set on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it first and 10. Scanning the field, it's Aller. The short hands, it's Allen. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at 39 before he goes out of bounds.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the play.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, they blocked the kick. Scoops it up, and he's going to try to take. He's into the open down the middle. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Back to work on offense now. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Makes the grab, it's Dinkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quarterback making adjustments. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He fires one deep down the right side. Intercepted. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Off-play action on first down. Lets it fly. Finds space on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball. I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
where all you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Texas.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Aller. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
That's caught. It's Saunders. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The offense changing the play. Snap to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Intercepted deep in his own end.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. State sends the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Pulls it in, it's Saunders. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Buys a little extra time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. drive will be more productive. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He's in open space downfield. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might as well stick with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. Creates a little room. Picks up the 1st down. Inside the 30. Turning it on. Touchdown, Texas.
I say straight bullshit. 2 plays. Crazy, bro. 3rd and 21, bomb.
Time doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now. I say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 39 to USC. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Aller. He's taking a deep shot. Snags it on the right. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Trying to run, it's Allen. He's all the way down to the 3, showing it all on that run.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. To the air, it's Aller. Batted at the line and incomplete. That throw is headed toward the end zone. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Give to the running back. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmaking.